Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Wedding Pearls by Carolyn Brown, performed by Brittany Pressley. Chapter 1. Being adopted never bothered Tessa as much as being clumsy. Her biological parents, whoever they were, could have given her an ounce or two of grace, but oh no, she had inherited the gene to fall over nothing more than air, and she gave a whole new meaning to the term butterfingers. Her adoptive mother, Sophie, was a different story. Tall, thin, and graceful as a runway model, she taught dance to students from age 4 through high school. When Tessa was 4 years old, Sophie put her in ballet classes, but after the first year, when both of them cried at every lesson, she admitted defeat. By the time Tessa was 25, she'd stopped praying for a miracle called grace to fall into her lap. At nearly 30, she'd accepted the fact that the clumsiness, like her blonde hair and blue eyes, could not be given back to the DNA gods. If it could go wrong that last Friday in August, it did. If it couldn't possibly go wrong, it found a way to do it anyway. Tessa'd spilled 2 cups of coffee and had to change her shirt both times. Thank goodness she'd learned long ago to keep extra clothes at work. She'd dropped 2 fat files and mixed them up, which resulted in an hour of hard work getting them separated. 30 minutes before closing time, she sat down behind her desk and picked up a thick romance book. Just another half an hour, and surely to God, if she sat right there until it was time to leave, she could avoid another disaster. On Monday, her partner and cousin Clint would be back at work. Sorry sucker had taken all 4 weeks of his vacation time in the same block so he and his wife could tour Europe for their 5th wedding anniversary. As mad as she had been at him for leaving her in the middle of the summer to run the travel agency alone, she sure looked forward to him being back in the office. She'd read only a few words when the door pushed open, bringing in a blast of hot, muggy air and a tall, good-looking cowboy. Tessa was glad she was sitting down, or she would have tripped over her own thoughts and fallen right into his arms. He looked like one of those old Marlboro ads and a CD cover of Blake Shelton all tossed in together. Her pulse kicked in a little extra giddy-up, and her heart did one of those thumps that came along these days only on special occasions.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?